promise you do it. Yeah, there we go. He's so silly.
Wow.
Hi, guys.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Are you done with the typing?
Yeah, I'm done.
You just did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so hopefully you guys are having a great day.
Yes.
All right, so today we are going to kind of do like a part 2 of the previous video, and we're going to focus on the green light, which is let's talk. And the let's talk part is the hardest part of the whole steps, but it's the most necessary part, because this is where we either make it or break it when it comes to communication. Either we're moving forward or we will stay stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we're getting ready to talk to our spouse, we have to remember that there's 2 roles and there's 2 people. It's not a one-sided conversation. And so you want to expound on that?
Yes, being not a one-sided conversation, there is a card that we go by, made by, what's his name?
Dr. James Petersen.
Dr. James Petersen. And there's a listener and a talker. There's always going to be a listener and a talker. Either one can happen. Either one could be the listener or the talker. Okay, but really at hand, you really got to just speak on that topic. It's not going, okay, let's talk about the shoes in the bedroom or shoes all over the living room and
or
stuff
the
like
kids, or what you did last year. Yeah.
You just want to talk about the shoes, like, babe, can you pick these up, or whatever, vice versa.
Why is it important for us females to not keep running on in a discussion?
Be honest about that right there.
We're talking about 5 different topics at once.
Be honest. Just as me personally, at a dude, you're probably gonna have their attention like maybe 5-6 minutes at the most. And that means, okay, we're gonna talk about this and we're gonna get it over with. Talking about the shoes, and then you wanna talk about, go from there to the kitchen, from the kitchen to outside, the way everything looks like.
The way you don't treat me,
yeah,
or you didn't do this last time.
Man, really, you done lost me after the first conversation. So, I mean, just stick on that topic that you need to focus on.
So basically you're saying that predominantly men, their stamina when it comes to conversation is to stay on topic, basically. And you guys have that much endurance to just stay on that one thing that you guys are supposed to be focusing on.
Well, most dudes, yes.
Yes, because it's not that popular for you guys to keep going on and on and on and on and on.
I don't like, wait, babe, what do you think about this right here? Well, I just want to talk about this right here. Oh, yeah, babe, sure. No, just let me know what you need to talk about, and we go ahead and get it over with.
And the thing is that as females, we are prone to expressing how we feel more so than the men does. And so this is important because we want to create a balance between both the women and the men to be able to express what they're thinking and what they're feeling according to the issue that is at hand, right? So instead of just one person in the relationship only expressing their feelings, the other person is only expressing their thoughts on 5 million topics. You both are expressing what you're thinking and feeling on that one topic so you guys can resolve it and move on to the next one.
Right.
So this cheat sheet card here, which we can take a picture of because we don't want to put on there backwards like we did last time. It's something that we use with couples during mentorship. And as a listener, the goal is to provide safety, to understand, and to clarify without agreeing, advising, disagreeing, or defending.
And as a talker, you say, I'm most bothered, I own the problem. The goals are to share the feelings and to share my thoughts without accusing, attacking, labeling, or judging.
And a lot of times when we're caught up in our feelings, we want to attack, we want to defend, and disagree, roll our neck and say, yeah, I told you, or just like last time, and that's not the goal. The goal is to make a conversation here and get to the point. So we're going to do a quick demonstration of how to use the listener talker role effectively and how to reflect one another, and then how to switch the roles. Okay, so those are the 3 primary steps of how to just really talk to each other respectfully in a conversation. And so the topic for us would be shoes laying around the house or in the bedroom.
Yes, it's not true though. It's not true. But we don't go there.
It's partially true. Okay, so I'm going to be the talker first. He's going to be the listener. And I'm the talker first because this is bothering me the most. that his shoes are all over the bedroom floor. Okay. All right. So I feel annoyed that your shoes are on the floor almost every day, and I find that I am tripping over them in the middle of the night when I go to the restroom. And I think that it is unfair that I keep my shoes up and you don't. So I desire that we come up with a plan.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. So you desire.
Okay, can you explain to them why you did that?
Oh, I did the halt because I didn't think she was through, and I thought she was gonna keep on continuing talking. So I stopped her so I can go ahead and reflect on how she feels before she goes any further, so we can get agreement on the first part of the conversation.
And here's the thing, this signal does not bother me. You know, it's something to get adjusted to. You know, if you feel like, oh no, he didn't, oh that's just too aggressive for me, you guys come up with a system where you don't feel you have to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're like, you know, time out or both hands up or something like that, where you guys can feel like, okay, I know what that signal means without being bothered. Okay.
So the issue is that I leave my shoes on the floor, and that at night you don't want to be tripping over them. You know what I'm saying? While you're trying to use the bathroom. And can you reflect to something else? I forgot we changed the subject.
Oh, I said I feel annoyed.
Oh yeah, and you feel annoyed with me not picking them up, and that your shoes are put up nicely, and my shoes are all over the floor.
And I like this part. This is a true demonstration here, because he even said, can you repeat what you just said? Because we went on a different topic. And y'all, that's what happens in real talk. When we are talking with our couple about one thing and then we switch it to another thing, hey, our spouse has already forgotten what we initially started talking about. And we just did that here. He just said, can you repeat that? Because I don't know what you just said the first time, because we started talking about something else. So now he's reflected. Now we're going to switch roles. I'm going to listen. He's going to speak.
I understand. I'm just going to go straight to the understanding. I understand that I should be able to pick up my clothes, pick up my shoes and stuff like that, and not leave them all over the floor. I should put them up in the closet where they're supposed to belong. But, I mean, sometimes maybe I get in a rush. Like, as soon as I come home, I just take the shoes off, boom. Then I go put the other shoes on and go outside and do something before it gets dark, because we get home about sunset. So I try to hurry up and do something. And then when I come in the house, I take those off. Then it's time to take a shower. They give me house shoes. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I could do something. So maybe we can come up with a suggestion or a plan that I'll be able to.
Okay, so you said that you come home late at night. Yes, I know that. And that you switch shoes, you know, whether you have to go outside and do something and come back in and switch shoes again to put on, you know, some house shoes. And so you have so many shoes laying around, but you're open to us coming up with a plan.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the only thing here that I would suggest is, you know, maybe I want to ask him, how are you feeling about that? How do you feel knowing that I feel annoyed? So how do you feel knowing that I feel annoyed?
Well, since we had this conversation beforehand, I didn't know that you was annoyed by it, but now I can see how it bothered you, so I would like to help. So you can cause you not to be annoyed.
So how do you feel?
I mean, knowing that you was annoyed, I don't feel so good.
What does that mean? You don't feel so good?
Like, I don't want to put that thought in your head. Like, man, this makes me annoying. You know what I'm saying? Because then it causes friction. It could cause friction between us later about that issue. So.
And so, ladies, and then it could be the role switched around. You know, maybe the man does know how to express his feelings, but the woman is not. So if that's the case, then you want to dig deeper, because you notice when you heard them talking, they only mention their thoughts but no feelings. So you ask questions. So how do you feel? If they use a vague feeling, dig deeper. So what does that mean? You feel bad. What does that mean to you? You know. And I like one thing he said, I didn't know you felt annoyed. And a lot of times we do carry our feelings inside and never share with our spouse. But us being as one, we are to share our feelings with one another. Express that, yeah, I feel frustrated, or yeah, I feel excited. They're not mind readers nor heart readers. God is, though. God can reveal it to us, but it's good to ask each other, how are you feeling? So this whole thing is to help us not argue, okay? Not to, keep us stuck or put us in a rut when it comes to those hot topics that we need to talk about. Proverbs 30:32, we want to share with you. This is the King James Version, and I'm going to kind of not say the thou and thy. If we have done foolishly in lifting up ourselves, or if we have thought evil, lay our hand upon our mouth. And so if you come and sit down with your spouse and you're already thinking evil thoughts, you're not ready to talk. Okay? If you sit down as a listener and they're saying things you don't agree with, that is not the time to go pop off at the mouth. It is to cover your mouth with your hand, like Proverbs 30:32 says. Just cover your mouth, and when you return in your response, may it be seasoned with grace. May it be seasoned with grace and with salt, and that you bring flavor to that relationship by that conversation, to not entertain the enemy with your words. He will love for us to continue to be in strife with one another. He will love for us to stay stuck and never resolve problems. And y'all, what we're doing here with the listener speaker role can happen over the phone. It can happen in person. We encourage that it happens in person, but we understand long distance relationships, they're here. So sometimes you have to do it over the phone or virtual meets. So what do you have to say?
I was just going to say, it's okay if you come to the conversation and if you feel yourself getting heated again. It's okay to walk away and just say, I'm not ready to talk right now like I thought I was. It's okay to back up, you know what I'm saying, a couple of things and a couple of lights.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to talk, just come together and set a time and then start over. And I just think that's what it is.
Yeah, don't leave the other person hanging. Yeah. Just say, hey, yo, I thought I was ready, but I'm not ready, clearly. I need to get myself together. And y'all, it's times where our spouse says something we don't like. Just compose yourself and ask God to help you in that moment. You'll make it. You'll make it. Just use this system here. We'll take a picture so you guys can practice on each other. And listen, the more you practice, the more it becomes a habit. And now we use this without looking at the card. And we sit down and we talk about what we think and how we feel, what we desire, and move on. That's it.
Just keep moving.
Okay. All right, you guys, please pass on Proverbs 30:32, and also share the this video to for people to understand how the process goes, and also the picture that we post. All right, you guys be blessed.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.